Hello? Hello? Are we here? I'll leave the song going if it's not too loud. Right, first things first. I'm poorly boy. I'm a poorly boy. That's, not feeling great. So, probably gonna be streaming for like an hour and a half. Last time we streamed, this is what we did. I couldn't leave it alone, and I was messing with it even after the stream, so it probably looks different. I plan on trying to get this done, because I feel like I can't do anything on the server until this is done. Music's a little loud. Oh well, there's only 42 seconds left. Boom. There, you barely hear it now, I bet. Oh, jeez. The poorly boy. Super poorly boy. It's not very live, laugh, love, is it? I've been enjoying this. Why won't this? Go rest. I got things to do. I got bases to build. So last night I messaged Scar and I was like, "Yo, are you happy with this?" Because Scar's very particular about, like, you know, the way his base is, and this is his island, and that's also his island. So we're on the edge of each other's boundaries here. So, like, obviously this is my base here, but I'm kind of taking responsibility for the terrain around here. So I messaged him last night. I was like, "Are you cool with this?" So he has already done some terrain as well, and we pasted it in, and it's fine. It's fine. So I'm just going to keep that as it is, and then probably when he's ready, paste it in, and we can work on it together. We also decided that we might do a stream together where we just make a bunch of trees that are going to, like, you know, what do you call it? Like a directory of trees, and we will then, like, copy, rotate them, paste them, and then they will be the trees that just go throughout this whole area for consistency. So that'll be cool. Okay, right. So we're still learning Axiom. I have an idea of what I want to do. I now understand what each of these things do. I probably just don't know very well. Now, the goal, I think, is to fix up some of the terrain a little bit more, just a little bit more, and then texture it. So, this one, we're going to go to elevation, we're going to go to raise. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So, this is going to be the base model for my base. As in, like, this is the shape. It's not a huge amount of interior space, I'll be honest with you. But I kind of want the terrain to go upwards here. So I'm gonna... I kind of want it to hug round like this. I have picked up Axiom quite quickly, I think. For a boy who tried to do this several times, I've tried Axiom at least 3 different times, and it took me streaming it to really understand it. It's quite daunting because there's quite a lot of things. But I think I've really, like, got there now with it. So this is what I want to do. I want to kind of bring this up. Don't worry, I've got a copy of that octagon here. So the plan, I think, is, so if I extrude this, you'll see. Boop. 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 I think that works. So if I do... There you go. This gives you a good idea of where the base is going to be. So if I do like that... I don't know how tall it's going to be. So something like that. It is an octagon. It is. It's not a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. I think it's just at a weird angle. But yeah, it's 8-sided. I don't know what hype. Jeez, there's a level 9 hype train. What does that mean? I actually don't know what a hype train is. What does it do? Is there choo-choo or something? Alright, so I'm building up the terrain around this. I apologize for the sniffles. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Right. We're getting somewhere. I think. Kind of want this to hug the terrain. I want it to feel like it's really not supposed to be here. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to do was slope this, so I think I want to go from here to here, and then fill that in, and then I want to go from here, oh no, undo, here to here, and then again fill that in. So you see how we're making a pathway? Probably a little too perfect looking right now. Then we want to go from here to here, but that's already built in, so we might need to lower this. There's a lot to do. I should also tell you the changes that I made. One of the big ones is there was a big chunk of land here, but Scar wanted a river through here for some reason, so there is now a valley. Bit of a crude one, and then this had a mountain here that has been lowered, and this had terrain here, and this has been removed so that you've got a proper like line of sight here to Gem's base. I am fully expecting that person to help me and that person to help me with this build. Like, if Gem wants that valley, I hope she's going to help me there and that removed, and I hope Scar's going to help me with this. So I think together we can make it work. Right. Sloping tool. Oh, oops. Want to go from here to here. Then from here to here. That works. I mean, it's not perfect. We still got... There's a lot of tweaking to do with this one. We need to just, I think, take our time to make this look a bit better. I found a couple of techniques. I don't know if they're, like, commonly used techniques. Because I don't want this to look like it's just one perfect path, so this is just raising this up. Super helpful. It is like Blender, this. So there's I'll show you in a second. There's a couple of like I think I said last time I streamed this. There's like a couple of key brushes that are your most important ones. And I think one of them that I think dismissed initially. This is actually quite a good bit here to show you what I'm talking about. See, I kind of want this to loop round, like have a bit more. This bit here is a bit too straight. I want it to kind of curve around. But yeah, this bit here is a really good example of what I mean. So the one I'm talking about is it distort? I think it's distort. So if this is like really, this to me looks like Axiom way too much, like way too much. So distort, if I take scale radius, I kind of want to distort this land so it's got a bit more going for it. This isn't exactly doing what I wanted it to. No, roughen is not the right one. It is definitely distort, but it might be cylinder I was using or something. It helps just make it not look too much like Axiom, but I need to figure this out. Maybe it was 1? I don't know what this means. Scale. Anyway, but once you've done that, then you can smooth out again, and it's suddenly got a bit more shape than it had before. Like it's got a little indent. But I've clearly not done it very well. Yeah, you got to like do big drags like that. So you can see now it's got a bit more shape. So this was completely flat, and now it's got a bit more weird shape to it. This is called Axiom, this mod, and it's made by a dev called Mulberry, who has created one of the best building tools ever. It's made, I think, building almost too easy. Almost too easy. You could build some of the best things in Minecraft ever and never place a block with this tool. This is essentially like Blender. So you don't actually need to be super good at building to be able to use this tool and create something amazing. Hopefully I can phrase it like that. So yeah, again, distorting this a little bit. It's a bit rough around the edges, but you get the idea. Then you can just go ahead and smooth. And it just creates a bit more interest. And it's done the same here. Whoops, actually like that. I don't know how to fix this water. How do I fix this water? You know what? I'm just gonna use World Edit. I think it's easier. I just do like drain 20. Not everything needs to be Axiom. And then I just do fix water 20. There we go. I fixed it. Okay. So this is a bit of a flat surface. So again, I think I want to use the distort. I want to get this. I want to do something here. Yes. Something going on here. Yeah, that'll do. There's no texturing yet, so we're just looking at basic shapes. It doesn't need to be perfect. When's the next video coming out? I mean, I haven't even started it. I've been working on this and working on my illness. I can't really progress to moving and working on the base if I don't know what the base looks like. So that's problem number 1. So I want it to go this way. So I want to kind of raise this bit up to make it curve round. And then I want it to curve round this way. That's better. And then make its way around here. There we go. That's the sort of thing I wanted the path to do. Swirly whirly. I'm going to try not get too bogged down in like making the terrain super perfect, because I think a lot of it's going to come from the terrain. As in the texturing. No, I swear I clicked that. That's happened to me multiple times where I swear I've gone over and clicked it and missed. Okay, let's just smooth this. Smooth this. Smooth this. Right, so I don't know what to do. I mean, that's how I pictured the terrain for this. The observatory would be here. And I think there's probably a lot more to the structure than this. But we're not focusing on the structure. This is just a placeholder octagon. I think there will be... Let's see. Sphere. Flat. Disc. I'm in shape, right? How did I get... Oh, I can't remember. I'm sometimes reminded that I actually don't know this tool very well. There we go. Hollow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's turn this to something I can see. Let's make it six-sided, I think. Yeah, let's make it six-sided. Crazy. So that, yeah, there'll probably be like structures that are built. I don't actually like that shape, or maybe it's just the angle. Let's zero that out. Oh yeah, reset rotation. There we go. 4 sides. Okay, just for the sake of this explanation, there might be some structures that look a bit like that. How do I do this? Do I go under? Yes. So there might be some like structures that pop onto the side like that, and there'll be some extra things here, and then detail, then like a dome on the top with a giant telescope out the top. Just as an example. So we're not going to focus on the structure today. That's not what we're here for, really. We're here for the terrain. So I'm just going to leave the octagon where it is. I kind of like the octagon. I think it's cool. My general idea is to have some... Let me get off this tool for a second. The general idea is to have some stained glass windows that go here, some additional shapes that make your way up. I kind of want to make the staircase maybe work its way round or something like that. There's lots to think about with the actual structure, but we're not getting there unless we get this central island complete. So I think we'll leave the octagon where it is for now. Excuse me. I need a cup of tea. I should have got a cup of tea. All right. Sniffles. Live on twitch.tv. Let's think. I actually don't mind. I don't know how I've done this camera thing, by the way. I kind of like where it is, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe a bit of work. This looks basic. This looks awful. Let's fix this. So let's go to rock tool. My favorite cylinder. Radius down to 0. Oh dear. Let's bring the height up. Just so it's got something. That's not actually what I'm after. Just want to bring some shape into this. This isn't, I don't know if this is working. Maybe height down. This needs to be, yeah. Let's distort. I learnt this a couple days ago, by the way. Like, I learned how to these tools not long ago. So I'm not going to be the most efficient. I am just throwing stone at the wall and seeing what works. Smooth. Let's see if we can just smooth. I think I just put it back exactly how it was, to be honest. Where's that melt? If I just melt a little bit, take a chunk. That was way too much. Let's turn that strength down. Just want to take a little bit out of it. There we go. Let's take a little bit out of this. There we go. Let's make it look. That's way too much. Yeah, let's take some chunks out of it so it's got a bit more of an overhang. That's again too much. Trying not to do too much circles. Let me reduce my radius a bit. Yeah, I can build that back up. I think maybe we do the same here. Melt. Gonna undo some of that. Yes, I think it's looking good. I mean, it really is just try everything out and see if it works. Let's blend that together. Get rid of some of that mess. There we go. This doesn't look too bad. I think a lot of this will get fixed with the texturing. There we go. That looks a little bit less uniform. If you remember what it was like, it was just, I don't know, big dollop of ice cream there. There we go. I think this is looking pretty good. I am doing what I didn't want to do, which is sitting here obsessing over every little angle, but this island here is kind of the most important one, so I do want to just take a little more time. I'm a big fan of 80% is good. I think you can get yourself stuck if you aim for 100%. 80% is pretty good, I think. So as long as it's 80% looking good, I'm happy. Yes, I kind of want these like little indents, although I'm not enjoying this that much, so maybe we need to bring this together. Where's that tool? Weld. Let's weld this a bit. Let's repair that. Uh-oh, I think we got a hole. Yeah, we got a hole. Let's go in and fix it. Oh, we got a big hole here. Let's go in and fix this. There we go. Ah, see, it just happened again. I went to click it and didn't click. Something doesn't feel right with that. I don't know what it is, but I definitely went over and clicked it, and it just like I either missed or it didn't register. But that's happening to me quite a lot. Okay, and then tree here. I need to remember to leave some space for the other shapes. So if there's a shape here, there might be another one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the composition of this looks like yet. We're mostly worried about this. What have I got here? Elevation, raise. Yeah, let's just see. I just went to do it again. Click. Melt. There we go. I need to learn. I heard that there was something in this that did shadows, like automatic shadows. I don't know what that means. I'm hoping it means like it will make these bits down here dark. But I need to experiment with that, but I have no idea where that is. Don't even know where to begin to look for that. If I turn the block ratio down, it will smooth with a weight towards removing, which is quite cool. Like that. I should probably look at chat at some point. Hey G, doing a monotype Pokemon run, but don't know what type to use. Steel. Good luck. I quite like it. Let's move on to some texturing. You can see evidence that I've already tried tinkering with the terrain here. So this is where the waterfall is. So I want that to kind of show in the erosion. So we're gonna erode this. Bit of a plunge pool here. Plunge pool. Water source here. Don't know where the water's coming from. Doesn't matter, it's Minecraft. But yeah, waterfall. Right there. Secret room behind the waterfall. Who knows? Smooth. Schmoove. Schmoove. Done. Okay. I'm putting off texturing now. Right, what do we think? Looks good? Needs more? I think it looks good. Got some decisions to make. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, I've also had correspondence with X. X was watching the stream and he was like, "So what's going on?" And I was like, "Don't worry, like I'm not touching any of this. This is all X here, and then I'll go as far as he wants me for." It's there, so I think I might edit this a little bit. Yes, I like. This smooth tool with the block ratio, so useful. I recommend playing with this slider here. Very good. Don't like this. Weld. Smooth, 200%. There we go. Some of it just looks a bit weird. Okay. This is so much work. This is an unbelievable amount of work, by the way. So, if we look over here, this here is what Scar's done. For his terrain, he's got blackstone. What's that? Coal? He's got coal blocks. He's got a mixture of deep slate, cobbly stone, and this we can't achieve this with Axiom. By the way, like this is all handmade. All of the stuff here was handmade by Scar. Oh yeah, I forgot about the candles. I saw a Reddit post ages ago that was like showing like kind of like looks like flying birds in the distance with candles, and I tried to do it, and I think I could make it work. Looks quite good, but there was just trees and stuff, so it didn't really work. Oh look, here's a tree I made. Oh, there's all sorts of things in here. What are you talking about? Look, this is coal. Block of coal. Yes, I said there's mud, blackstone, coal. So yeah, we got some moss here. So I want to use this. I'm not going to be able to replicate it perfectly, but if we use this wisely, then I think we can achieve something. So uh we got the riverbed to think about. The not easiest thing to do. There's two options really. We either go mud and make it dark, or we go like full sand. I quite like the idea of it being relatively one color instead of mixed. I think because the cliffs are going to be dark, I think the riverbed needs to be dark as well. So my gut says use this. So let's get terraining. So we are literally now going to be painting. There's ads in about 5 minutes, so it might be a good time for me to make a cup of tea. Although it takes more than 60 seconds to make a cup of tea. So yeah, if we just, for the sake of this, just boop 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 boop. Zoop. This is so cool. It's like paint. It's just painting. I'm just painting now. Here's the tunnel that goes to my base, by the way. So I need to figure out something to do with here. It could be a waterway, because the path is here, and I don't know. I don't know how the path system's going to work. There might need to be a bridge here. I don't know. There's lots of things to consider, but I'm trying to focus predominantly on this. Hold on. Let's think. So gradient painter, biome painter. Don't need that. Gradient painter. Let's do this. So he used some. So I think we want to do this in a couple of steps, if I'm to be honest. So let's think about this. Well, actually, first, does anyone know what this like shadow thing is? Where would I find that? I definitely wasn't looking when I needed to know that earlier. Operations bar, then auto shade. Okay. Whoops, whoops. No, thank you. Operations auto shade. From player position. What does this mean? I don't. I don't know what any of this is. I need to select an area. Okay. Let's give this a go then. Let's just do this. This is quite an interesting bit of terrain. And let's say that the sun is there. So let's say from here, operations, auto shade. What does this do? Why is it chosen these blocks? That does look good, but I must be able to then. I see, it's like made these dark spots, so that kind of works for me. Where's the palette? Where is it drawing these blocks from? Where is it getting these blocks from? Hold on, I'm gonna mute so I can blow my nose. It would be my worst nightmare if that I could tell that it wasn't. So, oh wait, why is my microphone is way down? Is that better? Was I really quiet? That was down. Okay, let's have a look. So yeah, I can see that now. Automatic custom. Here we go. So does it just know the darker blocks? So we can add, let's say, coal, like Scar did. Put that there, put that right down, so there's barely any of it. Then he had mud. He also had, that's normal deep slate. There's also cobbly deep slate. Yeah, yep. I want to bring that down. He'd quite bring that right down. Again, I think we want, I think stone as well. Bring all of these down. I don't know. Let's see. Does that work? Interesting. So I don't even need to gradient and terrain and texture. I can just hit auto shade. Okay, that didn't do what I wanted it to, by the way. So I think we need to up the ante on these bits. Okay. It's not quite doing what I want it to. Oh, it's because the... Oh, right, yes. Still think we want to up this. I don't see any coal, by the way. Oh, there's one block. There's one block. All right, let's just up these a lot and see what happens. So let's just change this to sun angle. Oh, maybe not. Player position. Let's just pretend the sun is here. Okay. I don't know if I like this as much. I don't know if this is working for me, but I might need to just play it a little better. I mean, that's well over 100%. I mean, I could use this as a baseline, and then deselect. So I can use this because it's got like it's got these bits darkened, which is not a terrible thing. It might be tea time. Can you guys wait a sec? Can you guys please hold? tea. There we go. No more. Okay, let's have a look at this. So auto shade has done a little summon, but I think we want to maybe take a look at the gradient tool. We have to come up with our own one again. Mud. And then what was it? Blackstone? That's not great, is it, actually? I think maybe we want to get rid of that. Sphere. We want to get rid of Blackstone. We need stone. Andesite. I think we want some cobblestone. We want some mossy cobblestone. We want some deep slate. Deep slate 1 and deep slate. Slate 2. Infested deep slate. Cobbled deep slate. There we go. Right. So let's put that there. Let's get these in order. Tough. Do we want to keep the tough? Or do we just keep the tough here? One. What does clamp to edge mean? So if we go from here to here, that is what that looks like. Just for reference, that is what that looks like. I don't think the shape makes much difference here. Copy properties, no. It's too, like, linear, I think. It's really linear. So, I can kind of do this. Yes, maybe. So if I go outwards, it's probably a little bit too much. So if I go from there to there, that helps gradient that. Probably not enough. Go from there to there. Yeah, that seems to do the trick. There's a lot of learning here. Oops. Still a lot of learning to do, I think. Still a lot of learning. Yeah, this is going to be a waterfall here. But I don't know. Why can't I change the amounts? Like, I guess it doesn't work like that. Because I kind of want... Yeah, it kind of needs to work like that, but it's not enough. Because, like, this would do it in equal amount. What did I do? So, like, this does that in a linear but equal amount, and that's not quite what I'm after. You need Bezier. I don't think I do, based on the fact that it's messy. That looks that looks like static to me. Can you add more of the same block? That's a good question. Let's add another mud. See if that does it. I bet it does. I bet you're right. Oh, yeah, let's take it off that. Oops, wrong way. Oh, I've done it again. Get off, get off. Yeah, that does work. Just doesn't look that great. What if I, like, mix and match here? What if we add a ton of cobbled deep slate, maybe? To... Keep going the wrong direction. This is really difficult. It's not about the harsh gradient. This is a gradient that I use all the time. The gradient is fine. Like, this is the same gradient that I've used here. It's the same. It's pretty much the same. I think Scar doesn't have any of these blocks. He's just got these like dark spots. I don't think it's necessarily the harsh gradient. I just think like it's too linear is the problem. So obviously I've got the linear thing. Like look, it's just that it's like doing just bands in the same amounts. Use the painter tool. Okay. Gradient. Ah, here we go. This might be the answer. This might be the answer. Do we just do cobbled deep slate? Mud. Let's do a dark spot thing. Coal. So he has coal, then mud, then cobbly deep slate. Yeah, it does look like that, even though it looks better than that. That is kind of it, right? Yeah. Oh, it's deep. Coal, then blackstone. That's it. Blackstone. Let's add blackstone. Blackstone. Coal, blackstone, mud, cobbly. Okay, let's have a look. Alright, we might be onto something now. Oh, I'm lost. I'm super lost. Oh, there we go. Then we can do the amounts. So we want tiny amount of coal. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. Lots of that. Let's bring the sphere down. Let's make it, what's a capsule? Yeah, that looks good. Too perfect again? Like, that's way too much coal. Is it even listening to this? If I put this down to 0%, it's... Okay, it has got rid of it. So if we want to put coal to 0.5... Eh? What is it? What? 1.4 block? That's not 1.4 blocks. That seems way too much. So if I put the radius right down... Okay, I see the problem. Let's try cylinder. Let's try bring that up. That's not far off what we want. Cube octahedron. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Still looks like too perfect, do you know what I mean? Like this. How is that? 0.5. That doesn't make sense to me. I've got it at 0.5 coal, yet there is more coal than the 25% blackstone. Oh, right, linear. What about this one? Oh, that one actually works okay in this scenario. Okay, we'll take it off that. Yeah, alright. Nearest is not the answer. Soft edge? What does what do these do? We have to test. Okay, so let's do three of these. So this is nothing. This is soft edge. Let's put this on a flat surface. And then this is merge strokes. I think we want that on. I think that's to do with multiple strokes of the brush. So let's just... Did that do anything? So soft edge, no soft edge. They all look pretty similar. They all look pretty similar. But we're getting... I think we're getting somewhere. How much coal did Scar use? Because I don't think it was much. It was like barely anything. Okay. It's appearing a bit too much on my gradient here. Let's just delete that and see what happens when we... Because we could just add a couple bits later. So if we do that, it's not too bad. Ah, so this is where merge strokes comes in. Yep, okay. Hey, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. So this is a dark spot. This is a... The shadows has helped me kind of like show where the dark spots are, because then we can just take... This actually looks okay, but maybe not this bit. Hey, now we're cooking. This is looking okay. So Scar has these like dark spots laid out, I think. So we can kind of just take from here. Hmm. So now what if we... Can I save this somewhere? Dark spots. So let's try cobble. Can I rotate deep slate? Can I rotate these blocks somehow? Because that's something... Ah. Ooh. Yes, you can. But which way? The y-axis? Not that one. Z? Yes, that one. Yes. I think the random will be not helpful, because it... See how this has kind of got the outline there? I like that. Okay, so we could bring this right down and just sort of go around again. I mean, we're getting quite intricate here with the with the texturing. But this is definitely the way to go. The gradient thing might be good for some overall stuff, but for this bit where I want to do something a little bit more interesting, I think this is working. People keep going on about the auto shade. We did use the auto shade, and it wasn't quite what I was looking for. I mean, I can try auto shade again, just to prove that I'm going about it the right way, or I might not be going about it the right way. Let's use the magic wand. Let's just use it on the island here. It feels a lot more personal and true to what I'm looking for if I do the more intricate brushstrokes than just auto shading. If everyone uses that auto shade feature, it just means that my terrain will look like anyone's made it instead of me taking my time and getting the colors right. So let's have a look. Operations, auto shade. Let's just take that off. Just use that. Let's just have a look. See what happens. Looks okay. I think the numbers are too much. Let's bring these down. Coal needs to be tiny amount. Mud there. 3, 17. Bring. Let's randomize that one this time. Let's see. Let's try this one. I must be doing something wrong. Pearl raided me. Thanks, Pearl. Appreciate you. Yeah, see, just I don't know. Let's remove these. Let's auto shade based on that. Whoops. Okay. So that's taking the lightest block. Andesite. So that doesn't work. I feel like I'm doing the auto shade wrong, if I'm honest. I don't know about this one. I don't know if this is just the some people love this tool. It's not for me. I think it's a good tool for learning where your dark spots are, but then taking a more intricate tool. Enable sun angle, done. Yeah, I mean even then, I don't know, it's not really doing it for me. It's not really what I'm after. I'm literally tried all the suggestions here and none of it is working for me. Right, let's just nip this in the bud. Let's just make sure that I'm not doing auto shade wrong. So someone said turn up all the dark ones. Let's just have a look. See what happens if you auto shade with the darker higher. Interesting. Maybe bring that right down, bring that down, bring these up. That actually looks okay. That was a good suggestion. And then I can tell that the sun, for some reason, is over here. The light's all there. And then this side is all dark. Because it's a... let's just... sun angle... What would be directly above? 45? Because that doesn't seem right. I don't know what... I don't know how... How am I supposed to know where the sun is based on this in my head? I can't work that out. And what is dither? What happens if I put dither to 1? Ah, that's what dither does. But I don't want dither to do. Do I want them both at 90 to be just straight overhead? I actually can't get it to sit on 90 nicely. Both on 90. Right, let's turn these down a little bit and up this a little bit more. Let's try again. Okay, that's the sun ahead, like above us. Yeah, that looks okay. What if I did... Where would it put moss if I did this? Would it put the moss on top like I want it to? Yes. Okay, we might be cooking now. What if I want it really mossy? Okay. And now we're cooking. Let's see. Let's add another one. Let's do mossy cobble. Let's put you in between there, but let's bring you right down. Yes, maybe a bit more. I think we can still use this as a baseline. We want cobble. We need some cobble. We want cobble in between these two. We want to bring these up. That's too much cobble. It's too much cobble. Backtrack. I'm cooking. I'm thinking. Still not perfect. Still not perfect. I think we want up, down, up. Up, up, up. I think we want a little bit of dither. I think we want a little bit more dither. What if we dithered a bit more? Oh, there's too much dither. Backtrack. A smidge of dither. But not too much dither. That's still too much dither. I think we want to de-dither a little bit. Okay. I think I want a little bit more of this in the dark spots. I want to see some coal and some mud. Okay. You know what? With the right tuning, we're not a million miles away. It's a little too, like, perfect in places, but there's no blackstone where I want blackstone. I think we are in a spot where we could take this and then paint over the top. I think we can take what we've got here and work with this, so it's like a good baseline. And then we need to add some, like, variation-y points. because at the moment it's too perfect. But let's lock that in. That's locked in. Okay, so auto shade is good. Auto shade good generally, but I still think you need to take the time to do some other bits. I think you need to take the time to like paint your own personality onto it. So that's like a good place to start. But this looks, to me, that looks like AI generated. I can tell that that's AI generated. Like, it's just too perfect. We need to then fly around and add some bits afterwards. It's a good place to start, especially when you've got the right thing. I need to save this as baseline. Thanks, Gem, for the cameo appearance. I can now teach Axiom. That's how this is gone. Right, that's a big chunk of land. I'm not worried about the water though. I can just put that back to being mud. The amount of this is very easy in an Axiom world. But I have to make this once I've actually finished it. Right, auto shade. Go. Honestly, I feel like I'm hacking. I feel like I'm hacking the game. I feel like I'm cheating. Not bad at all. Ignore the bits of moss on the floor. That's not important. Let's just focus on this bit. Right, so let's bring these down. We don't want as much of this time round. I wish I had a... I wish I would stop selecting stuff. What if I went really high on the moss? I broke it. Nope, there we go. I don't hate it. I honestly don't hate it. What if I went even more moss? Too much moss. Okay. So, let's see what it's doing here. So it's going... Let's reduce this, but let's add grass. Let's add grass here, so that this is going to be grass, I think. Can we just add a couple of layers of grass? Will that just fix the problem? If I do moss, and what if I did just... Let's go for it. Another moss. I'm going to go crazy with it. That didn't do as much as I would like. That did not work how I thought it would work. Let's put this up. I mean, these percent... I am just... I don't know what I'm doing with these percentages. They don't make sense. I'm just seeing what happens. Oh, that's a bit too green, isn't it? Huh. Let us think about this for a second. I don't hate the dirt, because, I mean, the grass will turn to dirt. It's more Minecrafty. Interesting. What if I did a green terracotta? No, where's... No, where? Lime green terracotta. Let's add a lime green terracotta in there. We might need to remove the dirt. I don't hate it. Let's take this out. We've got 2 layers of moss we probably don't need. That's way too much moss. Yeah, let's remove that. Let's bring that down. Let's try again. I think we need to ignore these paths. Try really hard to ignore these, because this will have, like... We'll add our own custom beach terrain here. Let's add... I think we'll add our own pathing and beach texturing, so we need to just think about what these bits look like. Yeah, honestly, it's not bad. Honestly, it's not bad. I think I want to remove down that, put a bit more of this. Yes, I think so. Okay. For the mountainy bits, I think that's pretty good. I think there might be too... It's hard to guess. Let's see. I want to reintroduce grass. Just a smidge. Maybe a little. Maybe a lot. I don't know. Let's have a look. There was something that was working about the grass. I'm just not sure what. No. Well. Because if you added dirt underneath. I'm going to get so annoyed building this. I just know it. Yeah, I'm going to backtrack. I liked it where it was. Yeah, there's a little bit of black stone showing there in the deeper parts, but maybe not enough. What happens if I just bump that? That actually helped, I think. Maybe. No, I don't think so. Let's undo. Need to be careful, because I'm finding ones that I like, and then I'm making it worse. I think it's time to remember that this is a baseline. And not, like, the final product. So, like, we're gonna go in afterwards. I kind of want to see more of these colors. Yes, okay. That did something. It kept my dark spots here, so that makes this bit a bit more interesting. Okay. Right, let's lock that in for now. I can always go back. Let's save this again. Baseline cliffs. Just in case. So now we need to work on this bit. Ah, Jem, are you watching? What did you do to the beach on last season, you like because it was mud in the river, and then it did transition out into sand. For the sake of my sanity, let's get rid of that. For the sake of my sanity, let's just paint over this. Oops. I don't want gradient, that's why. Just active block. Oh, that's going to be handy, though. What did I just do? That was really handy. Yeah, let's just turn this... not that. Let's just turn this to stone. Because otherwise we're going to get confused by the auto shade. Because none of this is right. Okay. Okay. Mud, dark oak, spruce, oak, birch, sand. That sounds like a lot of work. Okay, that helps us know, like, with the fact that this is, we don't need to worry about anything up here, because that's scars. But that helps, I think, not take the... It takes us... lets us help take just the cliffs for what they are. No, I didn't press mute. What do you mean? I'm just not talking. Let's remove this. We'll do our own path. There's still lots to do. There is still lots to do. This looks messy to me. This looks messy. The auto shade has done me dirty here. Wonder if it's worth doing, like... Oops, not that one. Huh? Let's, don't like how this has come out. Maybe I can just do a smaller auto shade. Did that even do anything? Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, it kind of looks better. There's too much I think it's the sun. Let's just move the sun out the way. Interesting. What if we do this? Hey, that's kind of fun. That is kind of fun. Because, like, this would, if this is a waterfall, this would go green. And let's do the same here. But then if we put the sun this way, it should do the same the other side. Mm-hmm. Now we're thinking with our biology. Let's just add a bit more there. Let's move the sun a little bit. Yeah. That kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense. It might be a little bit too much. Like, I kind of want to just go in here and fix this manually. Like, I just don't need these blocks. It's too much moss here. There's no point relying on auto shade when I can just go in and eliminate a few problem bits. There you go, see? That's a bit better. Probably will need like just a lot of tinkering like this. You know, it looks so computer generated right now still. There's still a lot we could do. Adding pale moss. It's not a bad idea. I don't have any. This is a lot of blocks. Right. Okay, let's focus up. I haven't got long. I'm gonna have to go soon. Painter. Let's go back to the mud. Let's get rid of auto shade. So, mud. Now I am going to use the gradient tool again. I want to try. I'm going to try the beach gradient that Gem used, because I think that last season looked amazing. Still got a long way to go, I think, on this project. Long way to go. Lots of tinkering. Lots of like we've just done a huge amount of progress through like auto fill essentially, but there's still a lot to fix. Like, look, this doesn't look right. This maybe doesn't look right. Like, all of this is still stone. Like, there's still a huge amount to do. And then, like, even when we've done that, this doesn't look quite right. There's still a lot to do. I did it again. I swear I clicked that. You guys see me go up here and click it, right? It's not just me. I'm clicking it and it's just not going through. Right, I'm going to take this section. I'm going to auto shade it again, but I'm just going to see what it does with the different angles. Oh, that's really dark. Right, so if we put the sun here. Whoa, okay. It doesn't like that. Interesting, why is it doing that? It's super dark. Is that just the other side of the planet? Okay. What if we did -90? That's super dark. Mm. Okay, might just have to undo all that. Huh. Okay, this is making it slightly lighter. Let's try that. That made it darker. Alright, there's a sweet spot somewhere. Yeah, I might have to go in and do this manually because this bit doesn't look right. Let's just undo until we end up back where we were. Oh, we tried a lot. Oh, I think... I think we're good. Let's stop messing with auto shade. Right, let's try a gradient painter again. So we're going to start from mud, and then, what was it? Dark oak? I'm going to need someone to tell me what it was again. It was mud to oak planks. There it is, mud, dark oak, spruce, mud, dark oak, spruce, birch, all planks to sand, birch. That's quite a jump. Okay, so let's give this a go. So if we start here, let's see. Hey, that doesn't look too shabby. Okay, we just need to get it right. Oh, did I miss oak? Oak between spruce and birch. Oak between spruce and birch. There. So the trick is this mostly needs to be underwater. Yeah, that do be looking good. That do be looking good. I want the sand to mostly be up here. The transition is meant to be underwater. But there is a massively harsh line there. Oh, because I didn't actually paint it. Oh, this is tricky. Yep. There we go. There it is. This is really tricky to get right. There we go. This looks good though, by the way. This looks really good. This transition looks good. Let's bring down the sphere. See that? Such a good gradient. It just sort of gets darker as you go deeper. I don't need to overcomplicate it with more blocks. Just remember, I have to build this in survival, so I don't want to add, like, I don't know, 50 different blocks. You could make a pretty good gradient with just 4 or 5. I can always just edit this in when I do it live, kind of thing. Like, I don't need to follow this exactly. Why doesn't it like this bit? Do I have to do both sides of the island? I don't know if it works both sides of the island. I can do that. Ugh. Wrong way. There to there. My brain is struggling to get this to work. That works. That looks pretty good. A dark spot here. There we go. From the sky, it looks alright. It's struggling with this bit, I think. There we go. Okay, it's not too bad. So when you fly over it, you're not going to think twice about like how this merges, which I think is good. I think this could do with being a bit of a longer one though. Oops. Wrong way. Longer gradient. Yeah, that'll do. And then I think what we could do is do like a couple, like in this bay area. Ooh. Just a little bay bit here. Ah, see? Just these little, like, this little bit here where sand has accumulated. There's no, like, like geographical sense to this, but I think it helps. So again, we'll do the same here, where there's like a little patch of sand. I think maybe it needs to come up further. That doesn't look quite right, so bring it just to the surface here, and then all the way down. There we go. I think I'll have a bigger patch of sand here. Yes, I think this is good. This is looking good. A little bit here. We'll edit that later. I think we can do the same here. Just a little bay of sand. Goes out. That's not quite it, is it? There we go. I think that's looking good. Might have messed up there. Just around the corner. This is quite challenging. See, as soon as I go over there, it goes wrong, so let's just do that patch. No. Ugh. There we go. Right, so you got these like little patches of painting coming in. Oh, screaming for it here as well. Just another little patch. Gotta be careful. Here to here. Just enough. Here to here. There we go. That's worked. I think again here, screaming for a little patch. Just connects here. There we go. These like little patches I think are doing pretty good work. I'll be amazed if any of this gets built in real life, in the real server. There's still so much to do. So much to do. And I think I might have to actually leave it here for now. There's still so much to do. We need to get this. We now need to get from sand to a path. We need to go round with a smaller brush on some of these moss tops here, because they don't look right. We need to put in the path and stuff. Like, there's still a lot of work to do. Still a lot of work to do. Oh, I don't feel well. I don't want to like I don't want to have sand all the way around. I just want these like little shadows of sand, if that makes sense. Like there's this like connection here. I just don't want it to be too much. Like this can be rocks, that's fine. Little patch there. Right. We shall be back for part 3. I thought I'd be done at part 2, but we're not done. We got a lot of work ahead of us. I need to probably learn a couple more new skills to improve where we are now. But I think we're getting somewhere. We are. I don't know how I keep doing this camera angle. We are getting somewhere. Auto shade was handy in the end, but as you can see, it just looks way too computer thought out. It's got no soul to it. It's got absolutely no soul to it right now. It needs some like love and attention. It needs some little bits that stand out. It definitely needs something because it's not quite right. But once this is done, we can then take what we've got here and just, you know, easily put this on the server. It's just a very time-consuming job. Interesting. I think this is working. This is working out quite well. So here's the problem with this bit. Like this line of moss, no, not a chance. Like this needs to be more rugged rock with a few bits of moss. That's like the moss needs to like come down here. This needs a lot. This needs a lot of attention. It just doesn't look right. Should I raid someone? Yeah, I should probably raid someone. 5,000 people just watched me very sickly paint quietly. All right, let's raid someone. Hermitcraft, expanding impulse buys. Oh, it's Dungeon Delivery Day. Let's go and share the love with Martin, who's doing his own D&D campaign stuff. So why don't we, I'm going to send you to Martin. Enjoy. Tell him I love him. Good luck. Bye-bye now. Wait, it says in 8 seconds. I'll get the hang of this eventually, probably. Good luck, everybody. Bye-bye.
One, I'll take that and a roll over.